Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Well, happy midday to you folks. This is Storm Track 7 meteorologist Robbie coming to you. We've got a gorgeous afternoon on the way, almost similar, at least the past couple of days over the weekend. Not as windy today as it was yesterday, of course, but I mean, check out these dew points today, mostly in the 40s. Enjoy this weather while you can, because dew points will be on the climb, and that means humidity will be on the rise as well, especially as we head towards the middle of the week. We'll see lower 60s by Wednesday, even middle 60s by Thursday. And we are tracking the chance of some storms on Thursday as well. Some of them could be strong to severe. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But afterwards, after Thursday, that is, dew points drop back off into the 50s for the most part. So a little bit, or we'll call it slightly more comfortable by the end of the work week here. But for the rest of the day, before we get to any of that, let's go through the rest of today first. Again, lots of sunshine in store, very comfortable. Get outside and enjoy the weather if you can. Same story as we head through the overnight period. Pretty comfortable overall, similar to last night. Mostly clear sky, but what you'll notice is by tomorrow morning, cloud coverage will be on the increase for the most part, and we could actually see some showers roll through during the morning time frame, even into the early afternoon time frame. But throughout the afternoon, the rest of the afternoon, that is into the evening time frame, we could see some isolated showers or storms also develop, and these have the chance to be maybe stronger, on the stronger side rather, as you can see, kind of pushing on through during the afternoon and evening time frame. Very stray, very isolated though, is the name of the game here with this. Again, this is a minimal threat overall in terms of any strong to severe storms. I'll show you that map coming up here in just a second. As you can see, we're going to zoom on in to at least the northwestern quadrant of eastern Iowa. This green shading that you see here, that's a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk. Now, again, like I mentioned a moment ago, this is a very minimal threat for strong to severe storms tomorrow. You saw it on Future Track there. Not too much really showing up. But if something does develop, could see a damaging wind gusts, maybe a marginally sized hail as well. So just something to keep in mind for tomorrow afternoon. But before we get to tomorrow afternoon, let's sum up today's forecast. Lots of sunshine out there, gorgeous conditions, highs as you can see mainly in the 70s. Low humidity as well with some pretty light winds, mostly clear tonight, lows by tomorrow morning. Pretty similar to this morning, in the upper 40s to lower 50s across the board. Winds begin to shift out of the south and the east, and that'll help temperatures bump up a little bit more tomorrow. As you can see, some of us right around that 80-degree mark. Even further by Wednesday. Mix of sun and clouds on Wednesday. Some of us nearing 90 degrees, and we looked at with the dew point forecast. Those dew points will be climbing up into the 60s, so definitely more humid feel out there by Wednesday as well. Now, speaking of Wednesday, most of the day looks dry, but Wednesday night we're going to be tracking another chance for some showers and storms, and there is the chance that some of these could be strong to severe. You can see that with Future Track here going through the afternoon to the evening time frame. The higher risk for severe weather is off to our north and to our west, mainly towards Minnesota, or south central Minnesota rather. But as we head towards the evening time frame, this complex of this disturbance of storms could cluster together and move through eastern Iowa. This is one particular idea. Take it as a paintbrush kind of broad picture view right now. This can and likely will change as we head towards the Wednesday overnight period into early Thursday morning before that clears on out, before our next chance of severe storms. That's later in the afternoon and evening time frame on Thursday. That's a little bit too far out right now, but I'll show you that map in just a second. Otherwise, here's the look again for Wednesday's severe threat. Like I mentioned, the main threat is off to our north and to our west. But as we zoom on in during the overnight time frame, as that cluster of storms pretty much just traverses to the south and to the east, we could see some of these severe reports, maybe damaging wind gusts, possibly some larger hail as well for portions of eastern Iowa. That's why we have that level 1 out of 5 risk. But for Thursday afternoon and evening, here's the other threat. Again, this has shifted a little bit farther south compared to yesterday and over the weekend, but this is at level 2 out of 5 risk, the yellow shading that you see at least south of Highway 20. So something to keep in mind for Thursday afternoon and evening. That's why we have this yellow alert day in play for that chance of strong to severe storms. Stay updated with the forecast. Of course, we'll have all the updates as we get closer to Thursday. Friday, though, we dry on out, and then Father's Day weekend, of course, looks like we could be touching 90 degrees on Father's Day itself. Thereafter, though, we do have a couple more chances of showers and storms, highs remaining in the upper 80s.